Everybody. Greetings, screeners and meaners. In addition to check it if collected, transformation. That's right, this is just a transformation. This is not a review. If you guys look for a review, please look for it in the playlist and check for it on my channel. But this is just a transformation. All right, now the first thing we're going to do is go into the combine mode. All right, so we're going to do this. The first thing we're going to do is pick any one of the set or the set you have and make sure you keep the instructions close, because you're going to need reference, but you are going to have some issues just in case you have problems or whatever sort. But the instructions may not be help for you. I just want to let you guys know that. Just want to sign a disclaimer. Okay, so we're gonna hop into this. All right, we're gonna start with NBK1 Green first, or neon, or you want to call them, or whatever it may be. And the first thing you want to do, all right, and what you're gonna do is actually move the flapper out the way, bring them both forward on both. All right, or one, whichever one you have, and you bring this the cabinet itself, or the hold, or the cockpit, whatever you want to call it, bring it here. Make sure all this lines up together, and these two ports here is going to go right there. All right, and it's going to be a really snug fit. You don't know if it's actually going to go in there or not, but it is. But you want to come down and make it snap down in place, and then you'll feel it. You'll just feel it go down in there and stuff. And there's like a little gap in there, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that on purpose or whatever. It's not really that tight, but it's whatever. All right, after that, yes, make sure you pull the spurs down. Sorry, I went a step ahead off camera there. You pull the spurs down, and you're going to pull this cockpit right up here along the top here, and make sure it fits right in there like so. And just a little side note, screeners and meters, just so you guys know, this is, it feels more sturdier than this does in the same company, and maybe it'll get loose over the time. I'm not exactly sure, but I just wanted to let you guys know that and just toss in there a side note. Also too is just to let you guys know, maybe it's just mine, maybe it's just whatever, maybe it's something I'm doing wrong or whatever. Let me see if I can't get this right quick to do what the green is doing. Some of the things that I was knowing, transforming back and forth, actually no. Yeah, so yeah, the gap there seems to be a little bit more on this one than it is on that one, and that's that detail difference thing. This one actually wins out on this one because it's a little bit more close in the front than it is on that, rather than the gap. But maybe over time it'll just start to work or get itself down, or whatever the deal may be. Anyways, we're going to have that here. All right, now the next thing you want to do is this. All right, go ahead and take the top of the cockpit, put this forward like so. I don't know if this snaps into place or anything. I just know it just comes down and it just fits like right on there, and that's it. I think it just stays there, if I'm not mistaken. But the instruction says to put it down like so in the front. All right. I guess again it just stays there. All right. And next we're gonna basically just stand them up like so, like here. All right, once you have this here, you're going to try to keep these little pieces together, just for to give you more support, especially like right there. You do the same thing over here with the other NBK, which is already done, which is good. So you can just have them stand up. All right, that's it. Again, it's got a little tight ratchet, more tighter than this one, and it's from the same company, so it's like whatever. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to take the arms here, back this up just a tad bit. Can I get back a little bit more? Back up. You're going to take the arms here, and you're going to pull these apart and then side. All right. The waist is going to swivel a bit, and you're going to pull these around like so. Now, once you have that moved out the way, just to have a little visual eye contact for you to know what's going on, you have the bucket here. I already did it. You already put... Okay, here you want to put these ports right into these two right here. All right, and what that's going to do is have already have a visual look of seeing as how flat it is as possible. See right there with the foot there, and that's what you should have. All right, it should look just like that. All right, so once you come back here to the back, you're going to unloose here. It's these little ladders here, or little stepping, whatever you want to call them. And what you're going to do is take these and go ahead and just move these and keep these loose. All right, and you're going to try to get these. Yeah, you're going to try to get, where is it? On the other side. You're going to get these over here. So what you're going to do is this. That's your port area. That's your target here, and this is what you're going to use. All right, and you're going to take these, come out, bring them forward like so, come back around, and then what you're going to do is have this loose, and you're going to come and bring it right in here. All right, and before you put it into place, you want to make sure you have everything together and move. So you move the ladder back here and pull to the side. I did not tighten them first because, again, you have to pay attention to what you're doing because they have very small pegs, and again, they will break up. There's some wear and tear on the one I already have, so you be careful with it. All right, so you're going to take this, pull this up like so. You're going to pull this around, and then you're going to, where's the peg? Did I lose it that quick? Nope, nope, yep, I did. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. I'm going to pull the toe, have that point come there, right into the chest, and pull right in. Keep the ladder loose, and you're going to put it, you can plug in the ladders now. I kept them loose because I'm going to show you why. Put them here, and put this, come on. I'm going to put these little pegs right into here. I hope that's coming to carry on. Right there in those little pegs. Same thing to do on the other side. Put that port right in there. Make sure it fits. And it's going to look like it's going to be flat. That's what you want to get. You want to look like it's going to make contact in there. Alright. And sorry if my hands look shiny. I was actually, I'm using some tool oil to make sure I don't mess anything up. And now, these little peg ports here are going to go right in there. These two. And this is going to go into there. And what happens is, you want to pull this side in first, then put this side in. All right. Because I almost broke it. It almost, came out about, and that was it. So, all right. And there you have it. Now, those may come out or not. You got to make sure to stay together. And the main point about is if these are these two right here are level with each other. Sorry. And there you have it. You have the one foot taken care of in place. Kind of like a little rocking there to it. And that's it. One leg. All right. A little swivel to it, which is cool. All right. Going to come over here and do the same thing with this one. All right. The same exact thing. Nothing has changed. All right. Pull the wheels down. Sorry. Pull the wheels up. Excuse me. Oh, there's a piece coming off. Man, come on. He was doing so good, NBK Yellow. Alright. Okay. Gonna go around, use this, and you're gonna bring these ports up the same way like you did the other side. You're gonna get those to the other side. Turn around. Keep the foot peg or the ladder loose. Turn this around, keep this loose. And this is very loose now, so I don't know if I broke something or did something or whatever. But it just proves the point that I was saying before. Alright. Be careful with the swivel. You know what's going on there. All right. And you want to try to keep these as level as possible. Keep those ladders in play. Snap into place there. You do the same exact thing. Plug one port in there. Plug the other one in there like so. And once they're together, they're pretty sturdy. It's just as, again, we have knockoffs here. Knockoffs, third parties, and all that and everything. And again, you can see where it comes in at there's like two different levels and heights there. That's because the wheels here are not leveled. I mean, and even though they may look like they are probably off just a tad bit and a hair. So that gets kind of annoying. It really does. So when you're putting these together, just make sure you recognize that and see that. Like I said, once it's together, it's sturdy, but it has its challenges with it once the peg gets on there, and it puts into place, and that's it. Go down, or you can just leave it out. I was gonna actually cut it off, but I was like, you know what? Nah, let me see. Let me actually get it together and stuff. So, and probably it's not helping either. I had a tool on my hand. So, okay, come in the front, push it into place. It should have been done before. Plug into the ports. All right, and so far we have two legs done. Now we're going to go to the JJ, the Xinjiang, which does things a little different. Now, with this being said, what you're going to do is the same exact thing. You're going to move the stack up, but it doesn't go all the way like it does on this one. Don't like these here. These are all the way down. This actually stops. Why? I do not know. Again, it is what it is. You can just pull this up. All right. All the way up like so. All right. What you're going to do is actually pull this up. Port's going to come in, and you're going to plug right into the top. Now, these pegs feel like they're a little bit longer, a little bit more sturdier. I'm not exactly sure why or whatever, but Xinjiang JJ is a little different. All right, you're gonna move these legs out to way, or arms. Move the arms out of the way. You're gonna come up and pull these ratchets and move them out the way. All right, and pull them back up and put those ports in the same way you do with the NBK. They're going to be flat, just the same as the NBK. Now, here comes the difference. You have the flat part here. You come to the back. You still have the swivel, or you still have the seesaw action in the hips. And what you're going to do is this. You're going to bring these up the wheels, and you're going to put the ports in here. And I think you do the same thing with those two, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. It was kind of easy, very easy going there. But what you're going to do is make sure this port here is going to come and peg right there. All right, you see how the wheel is? That's what you want to do. You're going to, and there's two ports here. This is for transformer mode, and this here is for combiner mode. So make sure you guys remember that. Combiner mode, transformer mode. All right, we'll point down, plugs right in there. Actually, I missed it. There we go. All right, and you're going to take the arms, and then instead of plugging them in the ports here, because you already see those are blocked off with some very bad paint bleed there. That's just really bad. All right, you're going to have these little like so. Now, what you're going to do is very important. The ladders do not move. As you can see, they're already closed and blocked off. It's kind of self-explanatory, but in a way it's not. So if you have these two first, then you're going to actually think that's going to do the same thing with the JJ, but it's not. Now, I'm guesstimating because actually instruction doesn't say anything about it. So once you have them in place, okay, you're going to have them because they're going to be like this. And so once you come out of transformation, you're going to bring them around and then back. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to have these pegs here, or these ports, or feet spurs. That's exactly what they are. And you're going to have them come as level as so, and that's how they're going to look. That is how they're going to look. So you're going to come around and just have them there. And that's the main thing that you want to do. I don't have the instructions for it, so I'm probably going to give an update for it in the future once I have all four of them. And that's pretty much it when it comes down to it. So that's what it's going to go. So that is it. So all right, screeners and meaners, now it's time for the big question. Since we have all three, technically four, but since we have all three for now, bring this in the front. Oh, one more step I forgot. Same way you have these flaps here, you're going to bring this down and bring this to the front, and it's going to come loose. Now, you're going to notice something. It stops there. You can leave it there if you wish. You know, it's totally up to you how you want to do things. But as far as what I found out, a little bit of play, you're going to take this and turn this around, have it pointed up because there is a gap, and you pull it straight down like so. Gives a much cleaner looks like this. And honestly, that's a useless step, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. That is a useless step. So there you go. You have all three of the legs. Now it's time for the big question of the day. And screeners and meaners, you might be surprised about this one. Very surprised. Let's go ahead and get into the midsections. So let's go ahead and combine them to long haul. Okay, so we got long haul in here, and we're going to connect them to scrapper. We're going to just get these two and move them to the side because you are going to be disappointed, and you were probably already sure. Now, you're going to take this, bring the legs up, make sure the spurs are out. And as you can see, the spurs are flat. You see right in there. This is very important. Why is it very important? Because it's going to the top here. It just fits right into place, right in there. Okay. Again, you want to look for that flat surface. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. That goes right in there and then puts into place. Very smooth, very nice. Same thing over here. Same company. It should, of course, fit. Right? It should fit. All right. Boom. It fits. All right. Back it up just a tad bit there. Look at the top. Now it's time for this one. You're going to know something different. This surface is a little round. That's see. Okay. This surface is a little round. So that means we might have some problems, won't we? So let's see. This fits right in here and slides like so. And you can see a clear space here where it's open. And it's a little bit better, a little smoother, as you can see. And there you have both of them together. Let's see if we can't get them to stand up on one leg. Here. There we go. You have them. They're right next to each other. Now, the big questions that you guys may have is going to be answered. And that beckoning of the question is, are they interchangeable? Let's find out. We're going to take this and we're going to move this leg off just because it was a little bit smoother than the other one. Put them aside. Put this here. And yes, for the knockoff, they are very balanced. So here, we're going to take that slide out. Very tight fit. And we're going to take this and see if this fits here. Drum roll, please. And it does fit. And let's see, it's a little loose. It's a little loose, but it does fit. But have you guys noticed there's a little gap here? That may be a problem. All right. That may be a big problem. So let's find out. All right. And I know that there's some mistransform things on this, but that's fine. We're just going to leave that as is. But now we're going to be worrying about this version. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Let's see if it works. All right. Flat surface inside there with an arch or bubble or oval or what do you want to call it. Let's try to see if it works. And screens and meters, I'm sorry to tell you, it doesn't. It can. You can probably force it in there, but it's going to be a tight fit. And it probably can go in down there because I got a little bit of weight, but once you get in there, it probably will not be able to come out. And you might need some tool oil. Just so you guys know, to give you the heads up. So if you already have one and you mismatched and you just want to have the cool looking colors, you want to keep it with the same company. All right. And that being said, NBK has 3. They have the translucent, they have the yellow, and they have the neon green. JJ only has this. They may come out with their own version of such, as if the same way that NBK does, but to let you guys go right now, they are not interchangeable as for the legs go. I mean, you can shave them down and give it an oval, but you see the difference in the surface right now. All right. There you go. So you got one that's a flat surface, and you have another one that is I guess you could say a bump or arch or whatever you want to say. You can look right on there. You can see it. There's a difference. And that's just the culprit. So JJ Products only wants JJ Products with NBK has 3 lines to go along with theirs. So again, these legs will be able to fit there. And if you want, you can interchange them, interlock as far as having these all go. But all these 3s fit, and only this one fits with this one here. So screeners and meters, I hope it answered your question because it was on my mind as well too. But with that being said, go ahead and get to these things transformed into bot mode. Okay, the first thing you guys want to do is, seeing this right now how this is kind of almost back into this whole regular mode of the in the alt mode, but basically going to take it from here. Just going being, if you're looking this, it's just to save time, so you could do it another way as well too, doing it from the original way. And I probably will stop and do that with another one, but right now we're going to go ahead and focus on this, how it looks into regular transformation, and this is how it's going to go. So you're going to bring this up. Make sure that's loose, and you can see right now this kind of sticks up a bit and it won't close down unless you actually put this backwards. So that's something to note right then and there. All right, once you got it taken care of, this is going to pop up a little bit. May not be the same for you as well, but this is for me. You put it back on there, you have this part here, and this is how you have it. It's going to close back, and then that's it. Which I probably mistransformed another something else. Probably that's why one of these other ones sticking up, but we're not going to worry about that right now. All right, make sure this part is loose. Bring the bucket, the blade up. All right, bring that loose. And what you're going to do is this. You're going to extend this up and bring the legs out like so. Now, when you do this, you can break the feet up. But you can leave it or whatever. But when you pull it, make sure you do it with ease. The problem being is that it will feel like they're break because they're very loose ratchets. And when you pull them out, they're just gonna come and extend right there. And you just pull the feet apart, and then you'll have this look like so. All right. You turn the feet around because that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's it. And you pretty much see that you're almost done. So you're gonna take this, turn this around, bring this to the front. Use this bucket back here or the cabin, and put this cabin in the back, and you're going to put these right into these ports here. All right, or you can leave it loose, however you want to do it and stuff, but I just want to get it moved out the way like so. All right, see if we get it back a little bit, or I should back up or back the bot up. Bring it here. All right, let's do that. Let's tilt up just a little bit so we can get that. All right, bring the bucket back like so around the back so it can kind of sit. And this will come out. I don't know if it'll be the same for you guys, but it will come out. You separate this part here, but again, be careful with those pieces because those might break. From top like so, bring the arms down. And once you have the arms down, you can go and bring the hands out. Now be careful because they do tend to get stuck in there sometimes. But I mean, it's the price you pay for cheap. That's pretty much by it. Screen means I'm sorry. You're gonna do this the same thing on the other side. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign this disclaimer. It's up to you as far as discretion goes, as far as how you want to have these. I know they have it under. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can actually put it around on the other side if you want. No, I think it's pretty much good here. Safe, yeah. That's safe right where it's at. So you can just leave that once it goes to transformation. All right. Make sure the thumb is where it's supposed to be at, right on top of the hand, right on top of the hand, and that's it. Once you have them kind of transform together, have them kind of stand up, and you pull this translucent chest shield, and you pick this part up his head. And then you bring them, and then that's it. You're done. You're done with Scrapper. Scrapper, is it? I think it's Scrapper, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever, okay? It's JJ1. And then you're done. And that's him so far. And now we're going to take a look at the other two and see what the difference is. And he transforms the same exact way he does. So we're going to take a look at this one here because he has his little quirks and teaks and stuff, whatever. Now, what you want to do is this. Well, actually, let's go move these out the way. The 5s. All right, hold them to the side. The weapons like so. I think I might be missing one of those. Bring them in front. And pretty much it is similar, but you will do other things that you pay more attention to. All right. Now, same part with the top of the port. Legs, if it's stuck too far, this part's not going to come here. So what you're going to do is bring this down like so. Bring this top down here. As you bring it around, you're going to twist it top so it can just fit right into place. And there you go. All right, get this loose. I leave them loose because, again, you don't want to break anything because you might lose paying attention. And the ports here seem like they may be longer than the other one. I'm not too sure, but they seem to get stuck in there. A better fitment, but again, it's more simple transformation. Has a little bit of detail in there. Just want to point that out right quick. All right, bring the bucket up loose. All right, once you have everything loose and out the way, you're going to come and just bring the legs down. Yeah, here we go. Actually, loosen the feet on these first. So I guess that'll help you out. Just because it is, you just have to be extra careful on these knockoffs, okay? Just extra careful. All right, you're gonna pull the legs out like so, and it's a little bit stiffer. And what you're gonna try to do is, am I doing something wrong? I might be. So I'm gonna go ahead and split this part. He's not as easy to loose as the other one, but I'm just gonna split the parts there apart. So there we go. Oh, did I? Oop. Oh, screeners. Look, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. You're going to unplug these ports here. On me. All right. So, yeah, you're going to pull that part at the feet there on the shins. Excuse me. And then bring them down and make sure these parts go into here. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, screeners and meters, but we're going to muscle right through. Pull this down like so to extend his legs out. It's going to come down. And I guess you can have this whichever way you want. You know, just to kind of save down and put like the kibble in the situation where you want to have it. But that's it. Take the feet, turn them around the front like so. Okay, as you can see. And then you're going to come there. I'm going to bring the arms down. All right, like so. Bring them down. All right, and then you're going to just kind of, I guess, leave it there with the pieces here. You can leave them there how you want stuff, or have them use it for weapons. It's your world how you want to do it and stuff. But they tend to stop here. So again, you can move them up here if you want, you know, just to get out of the way, or you could have them around, or have them just use as weapons, or however you want to do it, you know. And that's it. Try to pull the fist out if you can. See if you can't. Just all right. And they don't have a slider button for the fist, which is kind of a bit of annoying, but whatever. All right, and you're gonna come up here, and I guess it'll be the same thing with the legs. Yeah, you can pull it out and support stopping them, and then that's it. As soon as that these get turned around up, and took a tumble, and then these come into front. Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, screeners and mirrors, I missed that transformation. Nope, it's gonna come around there. Just come both ways, or just one way. Nope, just one way, and then it comes around to the front. Shame on me. Wow, I missed that step. And that found it. And then that snaps into place. That works. And that's his feet. And I guess that makes him a little bit more sturdy. I guess it looks a little bit, you know, like it's supposed to be. But that's it. And if you do have these up, this will hold them back from like bending their arm completely all the way. The difference in bend is you have this here. And on the other side, if you have this down or past the fist, it'll come up to almost the same spot, but there is a little bit of difference of it coming a little bit higher. It just doesn't hold it back as much, but it is kind of a stopper there. You see the difference. All right, so if that's the, you know, the way you want to do it, you want to have it and stuff, just to give you the heads up. But we're just gonna leave it there for now. All right, have them stand there. It does feel a little bit more sturdier than the NBK's does, but I don't know. So whatever, you know. Pull this back, put the bucket in the back and top. That's it. And chest guard comes down, put his face up, and then there you go. All right, and let's go and get a close-up of them right quick. We're probably not even going to transform yellow because it's the same exact way the green is, and that's pretty much going to how it goes. But if you guys can see off top right now what the difference is, and the difference is there's a very big difference. A very huge, well, I won't say big difference, but a difference that you guys can see right now, and that is the height. All right, and I've noticed that the NBKs, and these are very loose joints. I got these as pre-orders, so these might be just prefabs or whatever it may be, but it does look kind of finished for me, finished to me, but that's whatever. And you can see the height difference. So let's go and bring the ruler here and get an eye view of that. Now, that is where they are. You can see the difference. With bucket, you know, it's all the way up to about 9 inches or so. And with height differences, the JJ5 is about 7. And then you have the NBK Green or neon green, you want to call them, about 6 inches or so, 6 1/4, 6.5. You can even give them that if you want, but you clearly can see that the JJ5 may stand a little bit bigger, being that these are the legs. So I would imagine whatever the opposite is, it will have to be the same height because this tends to have whatever. And the culprit for that, as far as what I've seen, is these parts here. Virtually, they are the same. That's just it. And I'm going to show you the difference when I bring transform to yellow. But the virtually is these parts here in the legs. Whether it has one piece here and it stretches out a little bit longer, this one has this part here and that's it. This is, I think, might be a little bit more sturdier than this. Well, actually it is. But when it comes down to it, when they all combine together, which we will find in the future, to find out which one's more sturdier. Okay, with that being said, let's go and get the yellow transform and see what we're actually working with. And we're going to leave the JJ5 right in the middle. And screeners and meters, I'm sorry that this is taking extra long, if anything, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure you guys have your question about which one's going to look best on your shelf, or if you're just using them to have for play or stop motion. All right, so let's bring him in here. So put him up here, and we see a much sturdy yellow. Surprise, surprise, same exact height that green is, which it shouldn't be no surprise. But at the same time, screener and meters, you keep your eye on JJ because it looks like they might have some height difference. Looks like it might be some height difference. Okay, screeners and meaners. I think that's pretty much about it. I will do a full comparison to the Hasbro Devastator in the future once I have all of them and you guys can see the full diverse line of them, how they have them all together. Just right now, I just want to like to save you guys time and break this up because I know these are running longer than what they should be, but at least you guys can at least see the difference in comparison or whatever. But right now in JJ, with the sturdiness and the simply and how simple it is, seems to be having a little bit better because it has tighter joints than it does on the rest. So screeners and meaners, thanks for the watch. This was another edition to CiiC. Check it if collected transformation, and we are going to go on to the next.